What's up, guys? It's your boy Pruitt. Holler at me, second video. I know, I'm excited. I'm excited to get these done. I had a great reading year, like I said, and I'm just happy to keep knocking these out. I've hit a reading stride. Most people talk about the slump, but I've hit a reading stride. I found a couple new authors. I found some new subgenres that I was into, and I'm just enjoying life a bit more. So happier mind, happier body, happier spirit, all that malarkey. But I want to talk about Jason Rekulak? Yeah, don't know. Hidden Pictures by that guy. And I don't know how many pages this is because I got the large print version. But the large print version, I will say, I don't know about the version, the non-large print, but it is illustrated. And they are just creepy. Look at that. Yeah, this is creepy, and I love this story a lot. It was a really good story. I will have to say it's a 3.5 out of 5. The ending was just freaking terrible. With a better ending, it would have been a 4.5. The ending was just god-awful. I did not like the ending at all. The last 20% of the book, I was like, well. But let's talk about it. Mallory Quinn is a recently recovered drug addict. She's been in rehab, halfway houses, whatever. She has a sponsor. Her sponsor made some calls to a family that have a young boy named Teddy, named after his father, Ted. So I will refer to the child as Teddy and the father as Ted, in case you are wondering. And Caroline Maxwell. I had to look at their last name. But the rehab, the sponsor kind of knows them, and the mother works with VFW Hall for that kind of rehabilitation, so they want to give her a chance. So Mallory goes to get her first job, and they have a little cabin. They have a really cute kid. She really likes the kid. They get along well. The kid's not allowed screen time, so they play Wizard of Oz and stuff. But one day they start drawing. He starts drawing pictures of this creepy lady, like you saw in the picture. He's like, "Oh, that's the invisible woman who talks to me at night." And Mallory's like, And you further go down that rabbit hole. Is the house haunted? Mallory's dealing with the question of, oh man, am I relapsing? Is this going to cause me a relapse? Is this a psychosis brought on from drug abuse, etc.? Am I making a mountain out of a molehill? Kids have imaginary friends. Or legit, is there just a kid that possibly is a haunted cabin? The Caroline and Ted, the father, have a small bit of an issue with their marriage. There's some little problems and underlying issues there. You think something's going to happen between him and the babysitter. I'm not going to tell you if something does, but they definitely work on that, so that's another thing. And the mom is just a little something different. She's not crazy, but she's definitely a little more OCD, screen time and making the kid eat vegetables and stuff. So you have all that to deal with. And Mallory actually meets a guy, and she lies to him. She's like, "No, I'm on a college scholarship, and I'm here for the summer." Nobody, and then she has to balance all this, and it was fun to deal with Mallory and her trying to deal with drug rehab, trying to find a new relationship, and her new job with all those issues, plus a haunted house, which is the main focus of the story, which I'm not touching on till now. Everything else is a little side note, but the haunted house and the creepy pictures are the big thing. She starts doing some investigation and to figure out the mystery. And it's just not one big mystery of the haunted house. That's the overlaying mystery of who's this evil girl that the young child is drawing. But what's going on with the mom and dad? Is the dad into the babysitter? We've all seen those videos, don't lie. Is the dad into the babysitter? Is the house haunted? Am I going to work with relationships? So every chapter definitely had obstacles, and you went through the obstacles with them, and he did a really good job of making every small, the first date with the guy, or the mom being OCD about clothing, and he made all of it seem like an obstacle. It felt like you were watching a TV show with each chapter being an individual episode, dealing with the nuance of a character, and I really like that. The ending, I don't want to spoil because it literally will give everything away. But the ending, when you get to the Deus Ex Machina or the why it's all happening, I was like, this is stupid. You have so many devices at your disposal in a haunted house, creepy family, drug rehab story. You have literally an endless amount of expectations, and you went for the most basic. I did not see it coming, so I will say that. But I did not like the ending at all. The ending is what holds it back. The writing was great. The characters were really good. You were definitely interested. And you only had like 6 characters to follow with neighbors and drug rehab. I don't think the author did a whole lot of like deep dwell research into all this, because there are some stuff that I was like, I feel like he skimmed over. But honestly, they weren't crucial to the plot either. So that's where the 4.5 would have came in. But that ending was so awful, I'm deducting it a point. The first 80% of the book, like, here's your book. You're going to love this, but you're going to hate this. And I just got to take off a point for that bad ending. I can't give it an A+, but I'll give it a B-, is basically what I'm saying. With great characters and a fun story and easy to read. And whoever did these drawings, you did a masterful job, because that's terrifying. Like, if my kid came up, I don't have kids, I have a cat, but if my had a kid and my kid came up with this, I'd be like, holy shit. Yeah, this house is hella haunted. We're burning it down and moving. But she does a mystery. She does like a seance with a creepy neighbor and all this fun stuff. And they try to unravel the overall mystery of the haunted house with little, like, trying to figure out what's going on with the mom and dad, drug rehab, and and it was a lot of fun to watch Mallory spiral and deal with all these hard consequences and what you would do in the social situation. Like, hey, do you want to come for dinner? And you just say yes because you can't tell your new boss, no, because I think you're crazy and the house is haunted. So you're like, oh, I love dinner. Spaghetti's great. And the whole time you're like, that kid's going to draw a witch. I know it. And it's fun. And I enjoyed it. So apart from the ending, I had a great time with this. This was lovely. Apart from the ending. And the artwork, I did the large print version though, so I couldn't tell how many pages. But let's just say about a 300-page book with 6 to 7 great characters with some cool artwork. Definitely gets a B. The ending holds it back a lot. And yeah, I was going to give it a 4.5. I wouldn't say this is a 5-star read, because to me, if it's a 5-star read, this is something I feel like a 5-star read is I have to tell people about. I don't have to tell people about this. I will, and it's a fun read, but it's not like The Stand. It's not like The Road. It's not something where it's going to stick with me. It didn't push me as a reader. It didn't change me as a person. It didn't open up my views on anything. It was just a really fun, quick read and a great story with some amazing artwork with a shitty ending. But it's been your boy Pruitt, guys, and thanks for watching. Deuces.